Good evening, Bloomington hockey fans. We are coming to you on this balmy Friday evening from Bloomington Ice Garden, where your Lady Jags will be taking on the Proctor Hermantown Mirage in a part of a Northern Division collision weekend here, John. We're just getting to announcing the JV starting lineups. We'll bring those to you. In goal, as always, Ada Bird. Starting at one defense, Alex Kapsner. Starting at the other defense, Annabelle Lindman. Up front, we have Ella First, Elise Tyus, and Carmen Melnichuk. So as we're getting ready to drop the puck here, John, so far this year we are 3 for 3 in games coming down to the final minute and a goal scored. The most recent being an overtime loss on Tuesday, where we went into OT with only 6 skaters due to concerns about eligibility for varsity playing time, and then quickly got a penalty to go 5-on-4, giving up the game-winning goal about halfway through that 5-minute period.
Well, you're right, Ryan. Quite compelling competitions in the first 3. Thrilling games, really. 1-goal differences. Jaguars 1 and 2 with the JV squad going into the game tonight. And I'll tell you, based on the overall strength of the Proctor Hermantown Mirage program, if you can stay within a goal on either side, you're really accomplishing something here. And I can remember being up there. And for those of you who have been kind enough to tune into us the last few years, you've seen us, or at least attempted to see us, broadcast from up in Proctor Hermantown. 3 straight years where the Jaguars JV and varsity squads have played up there. We had some transmission problems in the old stadium up there, and as our varsity coaches come by and say hello, and we wish them luck in 2 hours when we bring that game. But so this year, Proctor Hermantown and Cloquet Esco Carleton are returning the favor and flipping the script and flipping the trip, and we'll play Cloquet tomorrow.
Off of the initial draw, Proctor won the face-off back into their defensive end. Struggling a little bit to get it out here. Miss in on the puck, held in at the point. Shot on net, our first shot of the game. Into the corner goes Ella First. That comes out to the blue line. Lindman there tried to hold it in, but Proctor comes to center ice with some speed. Get it into the zone, carried into the corner. Bloomington, 5 skaters back, helping out. They come up the board. Tyus there, tries to get it to center ice. Bloomington's going to try to get a quick change. Good job getting over the boards there from line number 2.
Nice Proctor. First shift here by the Jaguars. It's been in the Proctor end most of the time, except for that shot right there.
A little sloppiness to start the second shift here. That puck bounced off the end boards, and instead of sort of knocking it behind the net, everybody watched as it trickled out front. Proctor got a good shot there. Bloomington able to clear. Being batted about at center ice. Proctor comes away with it. Skates into the slot. Hard shot. Good blocker save there. Proctor trying to get another second opportunity. Pad save by Bird into the corner. Proctor down with 3 shots there in the midst of a D-line change. That gets dumped out to the blue line. Bloomington going for a shift change. Melnichuk and Sam Nevent give chase, but here comes Proctor. This team's fast, John. Early impressions here of the Proctor squad. Another good save by Bird on a close-range shot. Another shot by Proctor. Rebound cleared temporarily, but batted back behind the net. Herman's got it. She tries to clear. That's held in. Shot in front, goes wide. Keith now, she tries to ring the boards, again held in by the point. Makes a move, get into the corner. A very skilled early few shifts here from Proctor.
Indeed, after that first one, they have taken charge of the early 3 minutes of this game, out shooting the Jaguars 6-1 here. We have a clear all the way down, which is likely an icing and maybe a little bit of a welcome respite, even though the puck, of course, will come back down to the Jaguars' defensive zone. But quite a flurry there, but all turned away very effectively and expertly by Ada Bird, who seems to be on her game as usual tonight.
Already 6 shots from Proctor in the first few minutes of period 1 here. And off the draw, they win that face-off again. That puck hit Tyus in the shin guards and deflected into the corner. Centering pass gets knocked by Kapsner back into the corner. Bloomington just struggling to keep it along the sidewall. Finally gets it out. Here comes Trineri. She's giving chase.
Nice clear by Ava Trineri there. She, along with Alex Kapsner, two varsity level players who are on the ice right now and we'll probably see in the varsity game. As you know, Ryan, and those who have tuned in a lot of players moving between defense and forward, and a lot of players between JV and varsity.
And there was another one, Thornburg, who's center in the second line. Batted it in temporarily. Shot a little wide of the net. Ada, just to be safe, poked that into the corner. But here comes Proctor again, holding it at the blue line. Nice drop pass there. Proctor player on her backhand, struggling to get a shot. She's going to circle the net, looking for somebody in front. Nice spin move, almost went off a stick and caught the far post. Bloomington fortunate that wasn't a goal. Glove saved by Bird, caught the rebound herself. We'll get another defensive zone draw. Shots now 7-1 in favor of Proctor.
Ada Bird looks really sharp in the net so far, and she is needed to be because of the disproportionate number of shots. And Jaguars got the first shot this game from Alex Kapsner from the point, but haven't been able to put on any pressure whatsoever since then. So we're going to look for a clear here and try and regroup a bit.
I think at this rate, John, Proctor's going to end up with 147 shots. So let's see if we can get some offensive zone possession here just to give Ada a little bit of a breather.
Well, a good clear down there by Megan Hoffbeck, who's giving chase to the Proctor Hermantown forward coming around the net.
Hoffbeck and Melnichuk. But here comes Proctor, knocked it away from Keith at center ice. Tried to go 5-hole in that shot. Bird with the initial save. Rebound went wide. Melnichuk picks it up. She tries to go off the sidewall to get it to Trineri. That puck ends up straight up in the air. Hoffbeck momentarily hacked at it. Here comes Melnichuk with speed into the zone, but she's swarmed by 3 Proctor defenders. But bought her team time to get fresh skaters out. Circling at center ice. Goes back to Lindman. Back to Kapsner. Gets it ahead. Oh, just offsides. Got caught up at the blue line there, and I think Sam Naveth was anticipating a centering pass.
You know, there's a collision right there between Thornburg and number 5 on Proctor Hermantown, and they, in effect, exchanged sticks there in that Thornburg ended up with the Mirage player's stick, but they got it straightened out as the Mirage uncharacteristically iced it. Will have a face-off to the goaltender's left.
We were speculating before the game here, John, that Proctor Hermantown might not have a large roster either. One of the things that's sort of been a challenge for Bloomington to manage this year, shuttling players up and down. And that's hold true. Just like last year, they got 10 skaters on the bench, and I'm guessing some of those skaters will also be playing varsity because I don't think they have the numbers to field 2 full rosters either.
Nice shot by Tyus right in front of the goalie there, gobbled up by number 35, the Mirage goaltender, a junior, 2 juniors who were on this JV bench tonight. So they seem very deep at goaltending.
Another face-off win there by Bloomington. That was Thornburg twice winning the draw. That came back to Lindman. Shot got through, but saved. Here comes Proctor Hermantown, controlling the puck. Centering pass. Bounced around and somehow got through. Couldn't see who was on D there. Maybe
we have Lindman and Alex Kapsner on D here.
Maybe
and
Kapsner
Alex
sort of bounced over her stick.
Yep.
Looks like she and Lindman out there. Tied up on the wall. Lindman's going to retrieve in the corner. She's going to look to maybe get it up the sidewall to Tyus, but defense pinched there. Skid around, centering pass went through. In on-rushing, Proctor forward got a good shot. Shoulder pad save by Bird. Proctor now cycling. Again, another shot. That hit traffic and deflected wide. Lucky that we didn't get that deflection on net. Tyus now trying to get it out. Goes cross ice. Trying to find Sam Navent. Proctor's right there, makes a nifty move at the blue line, 2-on-2. Fires a shot just wide of the net. Retrieves the puck behind the net. Bloomington is getting outraced to the puck here, John. Losing every puck race to this fast Proctor Hermantown team. Centering pass goes through the crease. There's Thornburg, makes a move. Bloomington throws it in deep. That was Tyus, but the Proctor Hermantown goalie tried to do a stretch pass, just missed on that. Comes all the way back. There's Herman. She tries to get it to first. He tried to get it ahead, but it's intercepted. Keith now on the blue line. She's going to skate behind the net. Comes up to Hoffbeck. Hoffbeck trying to find first, but that's picked off by the on-rushing Proctor player. Centering pass got broken up. Keith just trying to get it out. Gets it ahead to Hoffbeck. Good forecheck there by Melnichuk. Comes back to Herman. She's going to throw it up the ice. Proud. No icing. They waved that off. Might have touched the Proctor player coming through. Melnichuk and first on the forecheck. Trenary almost got a puck in front there, but here comes Proctor again the other way with speed. Dump it in behind the net. They got a player in front being tied up. Pass to the D instead. That shot, again, Bird pad save to the corner. Tested early here in the first half of the first period. 10 shots already. Here comes Melnichuk. She's got numbers. She's got Trenary with her. Tried to pass. That hit skates. Trenary ends up batting it ahead into the corner. Melnichuk tried to center. Oh, Tyus comes on and knocks the Proctor player off the puck, but it manages to make its way into the defensive zone regardless. Lindman retrieves. She's looking, goes up the sidewall, tried to tip it to Melnichuk. Held in at the blue line. Shot hit traffic.
You know, Ryan, I mentioned these games have been compelling and fast. They all seem fast because of that. But here we are. We have only 6:44 remaining in the first. I think there's been 2 or 3 whistles. That might be the fourth right there. Most of them have been icing or saves. But so far, no goals, which Jefferson has to be thankful for, and thankful to their goaltender, Ada Bird, because she's faced 10 shots to the Jaguars 2 here. But Jags will have a face-off to the goalie's right, taken by Thornburg at the dot.
Another win by Thornburg. Oh, cross-ice pass from Keith to Herman. Went across the blue line, so Jags have to tag up. Ends up back on Keith's stick. She clears the zone, but Hermantown tags up. They skate it in, patiently waiting for reinforcements. Throw it into the corner. Behind the net, Hermantown. Looking to center. Picked up by Thornburg. Another good move. She tries to get it ahead to Hoffbeck. Can't handle that pass. Kicked ahead. Keith tries to dump it in. Hits traffic. Finally, Bloomington gains possession in the zone, but it's temporary. Here comes Proctor. Puck getting batted around in the neutral zone. Thornburg tries to throw it in deep. Now Sam Nivent battling for it at the blue line. Bit of a scrum. Goes cross ice, finds Trenary. She's got a little space, makes a good move, gets a good shot on net. Goalie covered. We'll get an offensive zone draw here, John.
Nice quick move by Ava Trenary and a nice high shot, swallowed up well by the junior goaltender, who has some size to her and fills a considerable portion of the net. A tall goaltender who's looked good so far in the 3 shots she's faced, but a nice job by Ava.
Trenary takes that draw, which Proctor wins. Trenary, though, breaks it up behind the net, tried to get it to Tyus in front, but got tied up. Now she's battling back there with first. Here comes Proctor in the neutral zone. Good back check by Tyus. She gets some help from Kapsner. Trenary also on the back check, picks it up, gets to the sidewall. First just throws it down. Got a touch there from Proctor. A little fortunate that was an icing job, but gives Bloomington a chance to change all 5. A little late getting all 5 on. In fact, we've only got 4 out there right now. Somebody missed a switch. Playing shorthanded unnecessarily here, John. Let's see how long it takes him to recognize it. That should have been a high stick.
It's been a bit here. We still have 4 out there, and it's probably been
now
20 plus seconds in the shift.
Out to center ice. Bloomington playing with 4. I'm waiting for the parents to yell. Here comes Sam Nivent as the 5th skater. Bloomington managed to hold the zone regardless. Centering pass got blocked there. Scrum in the middle and finally batted out into Bloomington's end. Keith's going to have to hurry. Pressure on the puck. She goes cross ice to Hoffbeck. Hoffbeck goes off the wall. Turn back. Herman's going to retrieve. Ooh, blind pass to the middle there. Lucky that didn't result in a counter strike. Proctor going D to D. Looking for a breakout pass. That's broken up, but right back to the on-rushing Proctor D. She gains the zone. Drop pass. Hard shot. Hits traffic. Not sure if that got through the bird or not, but good save nonetheless. Goes into the corner. Proctor centering pass. Nobody's there. Trineri, nope, Sam Nevent tips that out. Got it across the blue line. Fortunate to get a face-off winner, John. It's rare, I feel like I've seen these JV games where I feel like Bloomington's at a speed disadvantage. I feel like more often than not, that's one of the things that we're going to bring to the table. This might be the rare exception. This Proctor Hermantown team is incredibly fast.
And what I can't discern yet, and we'll see perhaps in the varsity game, as you mentioned, Ryan, they have 10 skaters overall, a very skinny roster in the same way the Jaguar JV team does, but they list all of their players on the program as just part of one team. So
Sure.
Don't know how many of them are varsity players playing a period or two, if we'll see some cycle in or cycle
Sure.
out, but certainly some of them on the ice by size and speed look like they could play varsity.
Regardless of the makeup, a very skilled team we're seeing here, and they finally break through on their 13th shot on a good spinning shot from the low slot there.
That was a nice individual move there, and Ada Bird had equaled, them in every other one, and that was just a quick, sharp shot, and gives the Proctor Hermantown Mirage a 1-0 lead here with 3:14 remaining in the first.
Bloomington been on their heels for the majority of this first period. Let's see if we can get a little momentum here, maybe string together a couple shots. Tyus does a good job throwing that in, but Proctor goalie happy to glove that, take a draw, get some fresh D out. We got Melnichuk going to take this face off.
Melnichuk, another player who saw some varsity time this week already and likely to do so again tonight.
Proctor wins that draw back behind the net. They go up the sidewall, try to tip it. Good job from Lindman there, sort of slowing down the forecheck. That should have been an offsides. There's the whistle. So that puck ended up clearing the zone off of a tip, but Lindman did a great job just getting in the way to prevent an odd man rush there. For somebody who I'm guessing has probably not played a lot of D, she seems to be in the first period rotation the last two games as forward sliding back. That was a heady play. And
involved in a big collision there, and while there's not officially checking in hockey, there certainly is contact, and that was it. And she got right back up and got right back into the play.
Bloomington fighting for it at the red line here. Melnichuk gives chase. Proctor throws it cross ice. Sam Nevent almost intercepted that pass, but it gets through. Proctor dumps it behind the net. Kapsner retrieves there, but immediately turns it over. Wraparound attempt. Went through the crease, far corner. Now out to the blue line, goes D to D. Number 5's gotten a lot of shots. One of the more skilled players on the ice for Proctor. That centering pass again goes through the crease untouched. Bloomington doing a good job at minimum, tying up players in front, sort of preventing deflections. That clearing attempt, intercepted. Fluttering shot, blocker save, puck's loose. Melnichuk comes back to help out, tries to get it ahead to Tyus. Tyus bangs it off the wall, but held in again. Bloomington struggling to clear. This line's been out there for a while. Again, Tyus tries to go up the sidewall, but the D hugs that dasher, holds the puck in. Fourth attempt at coming up the near side boards, turned back.
Mirage took that last shot the same place they scored their one goal, and but shot it over the net, and Ada Bird seemed ready for it regardless.
Finally, Tyus lumberjacks that out to center ice, just whacked at it. Finally succeeded. Oh, an unfortunate bounce there off of Herman's stick. Shot through a screen from Keith in front. Gets on net, another blocker save. And Herman comes away with it, being stick checked hard, trying to break out of the zone. Down to the last minute in this very quick first period, John. There's first on the sidewall, trying to get it ahead to Thornburg. Can't get it out, and Proctor all alone in front spins and fires another shot. Bird's 15th save of the game already. Now Thornburg picks it up. She's got some room. She's got Trineri ahead of her. Passes it up. First, didn't quite see that. She had turned, and we're going to get an icing call with 32 seconds left, John.
To the left of Ada Bird here in the defensive zone. Shots again 16-3 at this point, and Jaguars are going to try and muscle it out here because, as you mentioned, they've, particularly in that last shift, had a real hard time clearing it. When they did get it out, it ended up an icing call. So first order of business is to just get control, which they did with a nice face-off win.
Thornburg won that draw to the sidewall to Keith, but turned over, trying to break it out. Thornburg again up the sidewall. Proctor smartly just hugging the dasher boards on the side because Bloomington keeps trying to ring it out. And there, that shot initially hit Bird's blocker, but flipped up with 8 seconds left, dropped over his shoulder for goal number 2.
You know, it was a nice blocker save, and one of the challenges of those is, you know, controlling the rebound, and that one happened to flutter and go behind her. But a nice initial effort. But, you know, you put these many shots on a goalie, and some are going to go in. So 17 shots so far, 2 goals, 7.6 seconds remaining in the first.
Not only a high volume of shots, John, but feels like all of their shots are coming from the slot as well. Like, these aren't blue line corner shots or tough angle shots. They're getting in between the face-off circles and firing it from about 10 feet away.
Indeed, and which would suggest are getting in very, very deep, you know, as part of that flurry that they had here. You know, we were talking about the Mirage goalie, number 35, number 32 didn't have that, or number 35 didn't have many shots. The junior, Surrey Langley, and you look at their roster, Ryan, and they have 2 11th grade goalies on the JV bench here, and then they have a 12th grade goalie. I don't know if we'll see her in the varsity game, you know, a little bit later. But we've talked about the depth and breadth of this program, which has won the state tournament a couple years ago. And it tells you something when our head coach's friend, Rob Stauber, is their goalie coach. And Rob Stauber, as we all know, runs a very successful goalie clinic here by Raymar, about a mile or 2 away, and, of course, has a gold medal with the U.S. Olympic team a few years ago. So,
you want to talk a little bit in between periods? I didn't know if you had, like, an announcement to make, or...
all kinds of them. No, I better not. No, that'd be fun. We should do an in-between period.
We could. On-air production meeting as we speak.
I'll take it over there, and we've got...
next game.
Yeah. Anytime you want to come and, like, weigh in on whatever.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
And for those of you watching at home, we're speaking with head coach Mark Johnson here, just on the side here. And so watch for tomorrow when we play Colkay Esco Carleton. We don't want to put the pressure on him, but if he's available, we're going to try and chat him up in between first and second periods.
In between period, and we'll let them, they don't need me over there anymore.
That is true.
We won't crowd you as you're getting ready for the varsity game here.
The girls would love it if I left.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So, and I'm, you know, would love to hear what you would have to say about it if we had a microphone on you. But Ryan and I were just talking about that's a that's a very deep.
Anytime you just swing up, we just swap the clip.
Yeah, instead of just we can go do it, I'll just come right up here.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
After the first period, that sounds great. Yeah, let's try that. And if
We can pan the camera too, and we
And
can
before you get going,
Yes.
so I got something for you.
Yeah.
And you guys can hear too. So, and that's fine. But think about that. So I've been wanting to put an event together with the kids, and with us coaches involved, we want to all be together. So captains know we're talking about next Saturday after the Eagle game. So we're going to do a bowling event. I went all over the place. So anyhow, South Tone Lanes is ridiculous. $55 to the kid, and I'm like, no. So I called Bolero, which is in Lakeville, which is just down 35.
Oh yeah, we're familiar with it.
Yeah, so we could go right there. So what they have, it comes to like $39 a player, which would be about $7.19
All right, we're getting ready to drop the puck on period 2 here. Proctor Hermantown with a 2-0 lead on the scoreboard, leading in shots 17-3. See if Bloomington can get a little momentum going here to start the second period. Off the draw, that was Thornburg. Again, Thornburg's been winning quite a few of the faceoffs she's taken in this game. She gets it across to Hoffbeck. Bloomington a little hop in their step, centering pass from Hoffbeck to Thornburg. Just missed, but Trineri there to throw it in. Proctor Hermantown goes high off the glass to clear the zone. No icing. Comes back into the corner. Trineri goes cross ice to Melnichuk. Nope, sorry, that was to Walsh, who's on the ice for the first time here in period 2.
Centering sharing pass. The blue line with Trineri, it looked like, at least on this shift.
Might be.
Yeah. Or maybe Trineri just dropped back. We'll have to see how they line up in a moment here.
Proctor in the corner, just trying to control the puck. Comes back out to the blue line. Trineri succeeds in going hard off the wall. Gets it deep. Well played by Trineri there to get it far enough down ice to give her team a chance to change all 5. It looks like we've also got Flanders dropping down for JV. Thank you. Proctor at center ice. Tries to go D to D, misses on that pass. Goes into the corner. Bloomington skates out from the corner, gets a shot on net, but not much on that. Easily saved and covered. That's only shot number 4 through this first period in 2 minutes, John.
But a nice little move by Etta Woodford to, get a little bit of an angle there, and you're right, it had a quick cover on it, but it's good to put a little pressure there.
Woodford taking her first draw, won that back. It got back to Flanders at the blue line, but her shot on net got broken up. Puck batted around at center ice, comes back on the Proctor net. Ooh, a little bit of a miscommunication. Both D's split, wasn't sure who was going to take that. Proctor happy to just clear the zone, sort of regroup. Lindman goes across to Flanders. Flanders finds Sam Nevent, but couldn't control that pass. Thrown back in for an icing. I guess she wasn't across the red line. We'll take an offensive zone draw. Bloomington, a little better energy here to start the second period, John. A little more competitive, winning some of those puck races that we were losing in the first period.
Indeed, and I think sometimes just a little bit of a rest, even though they didn't clear the ice in between the first and second periods, as they don't in JV games, and also just a little bit of a injection of new personnel, brings some fresh legs on the ice here for the second period.
Proctor won that draw. Good outlet pass there. Found a Proctor forward at the blue line, but broken up by Flanders into the corner. Centering pass hit traffic. Tyus tries to get it out, but held in. Proctor again doing a good job of hugging those boards, making it difficult to ring it out. You're going to have to come up the middle. That puck hits to Sam Nevent. Oh, held in. Dangerous here. 3 Proctor forwards all alone. Finally, Bloomington comes out, but that centering pass is picked off. Thrown all the way back in deep. Flanders is going to retrieve. She's been out there for an extended shift here. Probably trying to get it up ice to get a change. Trying to get across the red line to throw it in. Can't get it deep, and it comes again the other way. Bloomington in desperate need of getting it down below the goal line. Finally, Tyus throws it in. That's an icing, but it'll give us a chance to get fresh defense out.
Fresh defense, and it looks like maybe a fresh forward line, a wholesale change here, and with 11:57 remaining in the second, score 2-0 here with the JV Jags versus the Proctor Hermantown Mirage Junior Varsity team at the Bloomington Ice Garden on Rink 1. Again, we'll be bringing you the varsity game starting at 7 o'clock tonight as well.
Some better energy from Bloomington initially here. We got quite a few new players. Not even, honestly, John wasn't keeping track of who left the ice, so we'll figure that out as we go. But here comes Woodford, who's getting her first ice time in the second period. Melnichuk fired a shot that hit a defenseman. When we had, it appears Hoffbeck got thrown down in the corner away from the puck. Good back check by Trineri to slow down that Proctor rush. Proctor goes behind the net, centering pass almost got through. Good defensive play by, I think that was Woodford. Hoffbeck can't get it out.
You mentioned players who are not playing this period that were in their last period, and Alex Kapsner would be one of them. Played one junior varsity period, but she'll certainly take her usual position on the blue line in the varsity game.
Melnichuk with a good move, splitting through 3 Proctor D, just couldn't curl it around that far post. Comes back to the blue line. Flanders tried to get a shot off. That at traffic. Here comes Proctor. Flanders skating hard to break that up. Oh, good reach. Poked it away at the last second, preventing a slap shot from close range.
Really nice poke check by a hustling Vea Flanders there.
And here comes first. She's got Keith with her. She skates into the corner, throws it behind the net. Keith's going to try to get there first. She throws it back to Flanders. Flanders' shot hit a forward, but then second attempt got through. Saved by Proctor. Proctor goes hard off the glass, but held in by Lindemann. Temporarily at least. Second attempt. Keith comes back. Lindemann might have been covering for Keith there. Keith pokes it over to Flanders. Flanders circles. She's looking. Goes off the wall, trying to hit first. But Proctor throws it deep. They're going to get a line change. Lindemann got a hustle. Wins that puck race, battles in the corner, tries to get up the sidewall to Keith, centering pass. Picked up there by first. That was Thornburg who threw it cross ice in. Tyus just off the bench. She's going to give change. Long with Thornburg. D-to-D misses. Tyus in the corner. Ties up the Proctor defense, but they succeed in chipping it out. That's not going to be an icing. Going to have to hustle here. Ooh, dangerous play. No goal. The net was off. Looked like Flanders was going to win that puck race and then kind of had her skate hit from behind, throwing her off balance. And it ended up Proctor player running into the goalpost, knocking the net loose.
And the Proctor player streaking down has a big streak of snow on her black jersey here that's very demonstrable after that collision with the net, but it allowed the goal to be waved off there. So 9:29 remaining here in the second period. 2-0 lead by the Mirage.
Accustomed to our varsity goaltenders coming out and playing pucks a little more aggressively than I think Bird has historically been comfortable with, but I would bet when she goes back to watch that, she's going to think to herself, better to come out and knock that one into the corner than hope for your defense to win that race. Bloomington manages to get it into the zone. Good pass from Woodford. Back to Melnichuk. Oh, and a tip in front. Ty is quickly establishing herself as an offensive weapon on those front of net tips. Already got a goal off of those and a couple of other good scoring opportunities.
Indeed, the first JV goal of the year was from a Tyus tip, and she's tried it a few different times and almost had success right there, Ryan.
Again, Proctor skates it in, curls, centering pass, picked off by Melnichuk. Melnichuk with another nifty move, showing off some stick handling. She dumps it in. Bloomington changing behind her. She's got it behind her, and she's held there. No call. Proctor now gets it up the side wall. Walsh is going to retrieve. Goes through the snowdrift in front of the bench. She's got space. She's going to take that herself. Splits the D, comes in with speed, waiting for reinforcements to come help her out. She's shoved into the corner. Two players tie her up. Puck pops loose, but nobody's there. So Proctor coming the other way. Off the boards, get it in deep. Proctor forward peels off to get a change. Centering pass, nobody there. But Proctor holds the zone. They peel in front. Trying to get it loosely in front. Wraparound attempt thwarted. Centering pass hits traffic. Goes through. Collision there with Hoffbeck going down. Another centering pass. Nobody there. Shot from the point. Hit Trineri. Goes into the corner. Bloomington struggling to get it out here. Again, up the sidewall. Held in. Pad save. Trineri now with a little bit of room. She's going to minimum get it across the blue line. Thornburg there to help try to get it deep. But Bloomington in this second period, long shift change, is only able to get one skater off. And here they lose that puck race. Some tired defense out. Centering pass. Tied up in the skates. No shot. But held in at the blue line. Strong move to the middle. Puck's bouncing around loose. Bloomington on their heels here. Running on fumes. Trineri recognizing it. Tries to ice it. Succeeds in getting it ahead to Thornburg. Thornburg bats it ahead to Keith. And Bloomington finally able to get fresh skaters out, except for Flanders, who's playing the far side point. She's been out there again for an extended shift. Turnover. Shot saved, hit the net guard of Ada Bird, dropped into her glove, keeping the score at 2-zip. That's, well, the scoreboard says that's the 19th shot of the game. I feel like there was probably a little bit of a flurry there. We probably closer to 21 with our unofficial score.
There's a reason that those goalies wear those neck guards, as you say, or danglers, as they call them, and that was exactly why. First, to protect them, of course, and second, that actually, dropped nicely into her glove. So well played by Ada Bird.
Bloomington sort of lost a little bit of the momentum they had in the first part of the period here. Struggling to clear the zone. Proctor sensing blood in the water, really swirling, cycling, pressing hard on the forecheck. One of those advantages of having team speed, John, is your defenseman can play aggressive, knowing either they can recover or back-checking forwards can help them out if they do happen to get beat.
Sharp shot from the corner there by the Mirage, but it fortuitously hit the pipe there, so no damage. And boy, that
should have
like
been
a high, hard
right
hit
there,
and a cross check that did not get called.
Good shot by Woodford there, off the goalie's shoulder pad and over the net.
Boy, first looked tough on that play, got hit hard, skated off for a change and made sure her player got out there, but that's one that the refs, if they were reviewing our broadcast today, would say, boy, we missed that one.
Icing call there on a failed stretch pass attempt. Yeah, that was number 5 for Proctor, who's had a really big impact on this game. She's an aggressive player from the blue line, had quite a few shots of her own, but took down one of the Bloomington players relatively hard at center ice there.
Number 5, a 10th grader, Jillian Ritchie, and defenseman, although it seems like she's been playing some forward as well here. So we'll have to see if we see her in the varsity game as well. But you're quite right. She's made an impact this game.
Here comes Proctor with numbers, 3-on-1. Spinning, centering pass, finds the trailing player, tucks it in the far side post. Not a whole lot Bird could do about that. Had to cover the near side post with the onrushing puck carrier, and a good play by Proctor there to set up their third goal.
Really pretty play and a really decisive shot there by Ariana Richardson, the Proctor Mirage player, another 10th grade forward. That was very, very well set up and seemed like something they perhaps had practiced had tried in practice. 3-0 now, Mirage over the Jaguars.
Thornburg tries to tie up the center on the draw. Puck comes loose into the Bloomington zone. Picked up by the Mirage. They're circling. They try to go to the point. Oh, Tyus almost broke that free. Thornburg there trailing. Game's getting more physical here, John. A lot of players hitting the ice.
No doubt about it. Strikingly physical, and yet striking that there haven't been any penalties.
Zero penalties so far.
That was not one that you would have called, but it was a physical play. A couple shifts ago, if you remember, we were talking about one that probably should have been a cross-check. That was one that was missed.
Lindman dangerous. Tried to find Thornburg in front of the net, but intercepted. Fortunate to not give up a shot there. Thornburg does a good job battling in the corner. Bloomington appears to be making a concerted effort to maybe get that puck off the boards. Ooh, dangerous tip in front, but Bird quick reflexes, gloves that. Bloomington's in need of a momentum shift here, John.
Ryan, many goalies will tell you that the two conditions they dread the most are pucks that flutter, and we saw that happen when Bird had a really nice blocker save, but it just ended up fluttering eventually into the net, or a bouncer, and that one was a bouncer, and she was right on it and caught it like a shortstop, so looked really good on that play.
Puck again behind the net, where Proctor Hermantown physically playing to keep it in deep. That was
Megan Hoffbeck chipping it out nicely.
Manages to chip it out to center ice. Puck comes in deep. Walsh tried to intercept that going the other way, but it ends up behind the net. Proctor misses on a pass. Trineri tried to get there, but held in by the onrushing D. Melnichuk slides it across to Hoffbeck. Hoffbeck tries to find Trineri cutting up the middle. Can't connect there. Proctor very confident in the offensive zone, too. Even when Bloomington gains possession, they keep somebody camped in front, anticipating that their D is going to hold that zone and redirect it back the other way. Here comes Hoffbeck, content to dump it in. Woodford's going to be the forecheck while we get some fresh skaters out. Good pressure by Woodford, forcing Proctor to turn it back and go the other way. They try to go off the wall. They succeed in clearing the zone, but don't connect. Woodford picks it off, makes a good move. She's going to get a shot. Low rebound. Oh, good second save there from Proctor. That was Keith, who was trailing Woodford. Woodford did a smart play, shot that low off the pads, knowing that that's her best chance for rebound. Keith there to pick it up, but quick glove from the Proctor goaltender.
2 good shots on that try, Ryan, and the Proctor goaltender was up for it, but that was a really nice look by the Jaguars. You know, one of their more impressive offensive shifts just in that quick flurry.
Yeah, badly needed a little bit of a scoring opportunity there to maybe rejuvenate the Bloomington squad. Here comes Proctor, skating it into center ice with some speed. Tries to make a move. Good back check by Keith to disrupt that. She pressures the defense. They go D to D. Oh, it's centering pass. Almost picked off. First probably looked up a little too soon, anticipating an opportunity. That puck just skipped under her stick.
Good pressure by Keith to make that possible.
Yes. In the corner, Lindemann retrieves it. She tries to get up the sidewall. That's held in by Proctor. Centering pass broken up there. That was Keith, who was sliding back to help out. First tried to center it, but nobody was there. Bloomington just trying to get it in deep to get skaters out. Content to tie it up on the sidewall. Finally, Keith throws it on net, and Bloomington gets the change they were after. They got to be quick though. Stretch pass connects, tipped into the corner. Walsh goes D to D, finds Flanders. Flanders tries to go up the sidewall. That was Sam Nevent. She couldn't clear it. Walsh now behind the net with a little bit of space, but she's going to have to act quick. She rings it. Sam Nevent's going to lose that puck race. Held in. Flanders battling in the corner. Woodford now back to help out. She's got Tyus up the sidewall. Tyus clears the zone, trying to get it across the red line. Dumps it in. Just wide of the net. Sam Nevent on the forecheck. Forces the Proctor player to turn, change direction. Tyus now pressuring on her side. Again, forces the Proctor player to reverse course. Proctor very patient, working it around. Walsh tried to redirect that in front. But here comes Proctor on the counterattack. Good play by Melnichuk to prevent a 2-on-1. Gets it up the sidewall. Sam Nevent looking for a pass. Gets it ahead to Woodford. That's broken up. Powered back into the zone by Proctor. Melnichuk battling. Forces it behind the net. He's going to take possession. Finds Tyus. Tyus can't get it out through traffic. Comes back. Walsh is going to pick it up. She's got room. Looking ahead. Content to throw it on net. No icing. We got our final minute here. Bloomington trying to get one last scoring opportunity. Way to rubbed off on the side wall by Walsh effectively there. Hoffbeck covering. She tries to clear the zone. Can't. Walsh now picks it up. 40 seconds left. Tries to go hard off the wall, but hit the Proctor player. They're now tied up in the corner. It comes to Hoffbeck. She tries to go high off the glass. Held in. Goes across. A little bit of a puck race. Proctor's going to win that. They throw it deep. And as we discussed earlier, Proctor sitting in front of the net. Confident in their blue liners. Again held in. Finally, Bloomington in a clearing attempt. Woodford shoots it into the bench. So we're going to get a a defensive zone draw. Dangerous here, John, with 16 seconds left.
Some smiles from the JV Mirage coaches as they successfully dodged that sharp shot into the bench by Etta Woodford, and thank goodness for that. Puck jumped right back onto the ice, but a whistle and a face-off to Ada Bird's left.
Proctor wins that draw, threw it back to the opposite D. That clears the zone, though. First, good speed to pressure that puck. Comes out to center ice, picked up temporarily by Melnichuk. Lindman now goes across the Hoffbeck. Hoffbeck content to throw it down, and that'll kill the remainder of the second period. So we did a little better balancing out the shots there, John. I think at least that period is probably even in shots, because I think we entered 15-3. We ended it 23-11 or so about 8 shots apiece. Bloomington started out strong, but then faded a little bit to the second half.
Indeed, and shots are 2-1, score is 3-0. But if they're looking for a positive, which you always want to as you head into the locker room after 2 periods of hard fought hockey, they were more in that period and showed a few flashes where they had successive shots and had a little bit of better scoring opportunity. So we'll see who they come out with in the third period and what they come out with once they try to get back into the game here.
All right, well, John and I are going to take a bit of a break. We'll pick up the broadcast again at the start of the third period.